Good afternoon and welcome back to Good Morning Yay. I'm Julie Brown.
I'm Red Bizarre.
And I lost my voice.
It's the Chianti.
It's the Chianti.
It's the Chianti.
We're back with John Morris from Chan's Wine World, and we're getting ready to taste our second wine.
Let's take this nice little classic Chianti Classico for a test drive.
Okay,
This
and
is,
explain to the viewers again why we swirl.
You swirl in order to release the esters so that it fills the glass and with the aromas and really enhances the experience because, so to speak, the nose knows if the wine smells nice, chances are it's going to be
taste
attractive
nice.
on the
And you do that
as well.
with white or red, any
With
wine
white,
that you're drinking.
red.
So you're not looking for legs and you're not doing all that. You're really just filling.
You can look for legs. I mean, that does an indication only of how full-bodied the wine is, but you're really just you're opening it up to release those esters so you can smell
something to do
what
if
the
you're on
wine
an
is all
awkward
about.
date and you don't have
And that's right. And actually,
delicious.
once you get this this down, the swirling, you'll be swirling your orange juice in the morning
That's
too.
right. That's true.
So
we do swirl orange juice in the morning because it always has champagne in it.
So this by Quisabella, this is for those of you that like to follow wine reviews. This is a 91-point rated wine by Wine Spectator, and once a year Wine Spectator puts out a list of their top 100 wines of the year. This was in their top 100. This was number 81 on their top 100 wines of the world. This is classic Chianti. You have a little bit of almost violets on the nose, a little bit of leather characteristic,
It's delicious.
red fruits, plums, very food-friendly wine.
And what would you pair this with?
Yeah, one dish would be a Tuscan bean soup. Other thing, the cheese from the area, Pecorino Toscana, with those firm cheeses, or any of the grilled meats or game dishes, steak Fiorentine. And speaking of Fiorentine, if you ever travel to Florence, get off the train.
Someday.
Get off on the train. The sign's not going to say Florence. It says Firenze. I almost made that mistake. So get off in Firenze.
I was just going to ask you. I'm assuming that you've made many trips over there, tasting
I've been there,
wine.
Yes, yeah. I love Italy. I love the Italian people, and I love Tuscany.
Beautiful. And I understand you're going to be serving these wines at a dinner.
Yes,
at the Beach Club.
Yes, we're doing it
at the Santa Rosa Beach Club.
Santa Rosa Beach Club.
Right, which some of us are going to be going to. Some of us are going to be singing that night.
Three of the four that you'll be serving.
Chef George is going to be pouring. We're going to be pouring these wines with dishes we crafted together, along with the fourth wine, a baby Brunello.
So those of you who are coming, you know what you have to look forward to.
What's the third one?
The third one is a dessert wine that we're moving on to.
And we're moving on to the third one now.
Cameraman's a little antsy.
I know, cameraman. Well, you know, the staff is all back there drooling, so everybody wants their taste of the wine.
So is everybody ready for
Tim's
dessert?
drooling.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
We're always ready for dessert.
Always ready for dessert. And this is the traditional and most important dessert wine, arguably in all of Italy. You notice the color? How
it's beautiful.
A little bit different.
And I understand it's expensive.
Yes, it is. Is that
because it's so important?
It's not just a market price. It's the entire process. Vinsanto is made in a very interesting process. The grapes are picked in September, October. They are laid out on straw mats until the following February, and then those raisinated grapes are then pressed, and that's what forms the wine.
Wow.
It is then placed into small barrels and aged for 7 years. Aged under very unusual circumstances. They're aged mostly in ventilated attics. And the wine is subjected to the extreme changes in temperatures, from the extreme colds in Tuscany. It can get very cold, to the warm summers. And the wine becomes slightly oxidized. That's why you see the brown color.
Right.
And this is actually almost a hybrid of a wine and a whiskey.
I was going to say, just took a
it got a little bit of a whiskey-like characteristic.
And you said in Italy a lot of times they'll take their biscotti and actually dump this as their...
That's the favorite way of serving this is they'll take an almond biscotti and they will dip it in the wine and they'll eat the biscotti. And what that does is it softens the biscotti,
right,
and it makes the wine just a little less sweet.
So my last question is, why didn't you bring biscotti?
That was a very good question. I think there's
See, I told you she asked
a
the best
world-renowned
questions.
chef around
You
here
see
that I'm
that
sure
right
could have
there?
come up with a nice biscotti.
I know.
You can never make
Tim's
them
standing in the background over there. I don't see any biscotti showing up on the table yet. Come
Or
on
we could
now.
do a nice lit cake, light cake,
I
something
can
like
see
that.
why.
How about a little bit of tiramisu gelato? Yeah,
That might be over the top, but you
That
go
is
for whatever
delicious.
you want. On the
That is
nose
amazing.
and on the palate, you get, it's almost like a rich coconut cream pie with a little bit of maple syrup,
it's dessert by
baked
itself.
spices,
It's incredible.
and a little bit of apple. Very rich, very viscous, fairly high in alcohol, and very, very tasty.
It's
very
delicious.
good. And as
Salute.
usual, like we said, all of these wines can be found at Chan's Wine World.
Right?
For those of you who are going to the Santa Rosa Wine Dinner October 3rd, you have this to look forward to, plus one other special wine that we don't know about yet. But
Right.
John, as usual, it was great to have you back.
Thank you very much.
We missed you.
Great
We're
to
glad
see
you
you.
had a
We
great
miss you.
time.
We are glad you're home.
Nice coming home, particularly.
To this.
To this,
home.
So it
no
makes it all
doubt.
worthwhile.
Yeah, and that's not snow out there, I promise.
it's not.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. What? Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Thanks
Some
for sticking
information
around.
about the Henderson Park Inn, where we are today.
Right.
Stick around.